didn't prepare for this, obviously, but my that's bad. We're working on that with the Lord. Hi everyone. Welcome back. I'm back. Yes, 2 weeks in a row. In today's video, I had initially planned a different video, but I felt like this was more relevant to the time, so I needed to put it out sooner, first, before that video, because that video is just the kind of video where I just want to make it. I don't really believe it'll be of help to anybody. Selfish, whatever. But for this video, I am going to expound a little bit more about what I said in my very first video, my med school tips. I'm going to tell you, share with you guys some of the ways that I cope and manage my education in my life, especially with this online school setup, because I know that a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are really having a hard time coping, and it's not that I'm not stressed. It's just I think I've over the year, especially this year, 2020 is it really took a lot from us, some more than the others, but I think that I really developed a reliable and effective coping management, maybe a perspective, I don't know, but I'm gonna share, no one's asking, because maybe it will be helpful. I would say though, I don't think that I could include a lot of studying tips in this video, because let's be honest, girl, I'm not the best student out there. Don't ask me for that advice. It's not gonna go well. I'm just an average student, but I will reiterate that I don't feel very frantic. I feel just very chill. It's fine. And maybe that's because of these coping strategies, so I'm gonna share them so it might help you. Anyway, my first tip, remember in the first video I said that when you're presented with a lot of assignments, don't panic. Just don't panic. Don't react immediately. In our med school, we use a platform called eLearn. So it's a variant of Moodle. So that's where we get all our assignments, all our readings, our PowerPoint presentations, video presentations, things like that. And every week, the ideal situation would be that certain classes would upload on certain days. But what happens sometimes is that sometimes 2 or 3 of our classes upload in a single day. So now we have this day where we're all sudden oh, this prof gave us this recorded presentation, and this prof gave us this deadline. We have a quiz, post-test, whatever, etc. And that tends to give you this sort of anxiety, right? That's really stressful to constantly be on the lookout for new uploads, right? I understand how that can make you frantic and anxious and stressed, and it's very valid to feel that way because it really is stressful. But for me, the way that I cope with that is I plot and plan before I panic, if it's applicable. So what that means is, whenever I get a new notification for an upload, or if I find that my teacher has uploaded a new assignment, I plot it down either in my little bullet journal or in my Google Calendar. I plot it first, when do I need to get this done? When is the schedule for my quiz? When is the schedule for my post-test? That way you can visualize in an orderly and systematic way the things that you actually have to do. So even if it feels so much that you have all these things just burdened on you, if you do it like that, if you schedule it and you can see that it's manageable with your the time that you have, then you won't panic as much, because you'll know that, okay, even if I have all these announcements, this thing goes on Monday, this on Tuesday, so I have time. And so it just helps you to relieve your stress, because you see that it's possible, right? Like, you see that it's manageable, that it's not something that you actually have to fear, unless it's really like so impossible that it really can't be done. Then maybe you can like message your prof, message the doctor or something that we have this and it's overlapping, whatever. But usually that strategy works for me. Like, it doesn't matter how many things get uploaded in a day, as long as when I plot it, I see that I have a little bit of time to work on these things, then it's fine. So my second tip would be to intentionally take a rest. Take breaks, you know. If you were needing a little validation from the universe that it's okay to rest, this is it. I got you, girl. This is, I think, one of my main coping strategies. It's that I really do take intentional time to take a break. Even if it's 30 minutes, if it's 1 hour, it doesn't matter, as long as I can fit it into my schedule. Like, for me, my main form of entertainment for myself is watching shows, whether it's like a documentary or K-drama or a series. I watch that on my free time. Sometimes if I really don't have a lot of time, I just do it when I'm eating my lunch or eating my dinner. You know, while I'm eating, I watch my shows. And after I watch my show, I take a bath and then I study for the rest of the night without any really major distractions, because I've already gotten rid of that feeling that, like, oh, I don't want to study, I want to do this, I want to watch this, like, I want to go on Twitter. Like, I just like purge myself of that before I hit the books, so that when I am studying, the time that I allotted for studying, I actually am able to accomplish my goals for that time period. Because like I said, I'm no longer like distracted by thinking that, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. I've done it already, so now I'm ready to work. I have a no med night. Yes, you heard it correctly. And this is probably why I'm just like an average student, okay? But at least I'm an average but sane and happy, peaceful, at peace, relaxed med student. I think that's an accomplishment. You know, I think we need a little hand in the back for that. And I do it at the day when tomorrow or the day after that is relatively like free, or if I don't have to do anything but attend my classes. So for me, that day would be on Thursday. So on Thursday, we have clinics in the morning and also an SGD in the afternoon, but it ends at like 4:30. So after 4 or 4:30, the rest of the day, bye, girl. Like, you won't find me doing anything else but just really taking a good soulful rest. Like, I have a bottle of like vodka mule, I have my favorite like honey butter chips, and then I watch Queer Eye, or I watch Forensic Files, or I watch K-drama for the rest of the night. And then I sleep early. I sleep at 12-ish, and then I wake up at 5 to 6 a.m. and then I study again. Sometimes I do feel guilty about it because I'm like, I could have done so much. But this is like my break for the week, if you get what I mean. You know, I feel like, you know what, I've already done all of my maximum extreme chill rest moment. I've already had it, so now it's time to work. My brain really does like that little switch that, you're done resting, now it's time to work, and let's work, you know. So I don't feel so bad about it. Like, I would feel worse if I got burned out. It's like I fear burnout more than I fear the guilt of taking breaks or resting. I think it's just a matter of trusting myself to be able to accomplish still all of the tasks that I have, even if I take that break. You know, I trust myself to be able to finish what I need to do, even if I give myself time to rest also. And that comes with self-awareness, like to know what your capacity is, like how best you can navigate your life, you know? Like for me, that's how I do it, and I've done it for 3 years and it's been working so far. Like even if I'm not top of anything, I still get pretty okay grades. I pass my classes. Obviously, I'm 3rd year. I think resting is now more important because we're online. The work doesn't seem to ever end, you know? So you need to intentionally take that time for yourself, because girl, definitely your schedule will not do it for you. You need to be able to do it for yourself. My 3rd tip would be to try as best as you can to separate work from your personal life. I know that divide is kind of really difficult, especially in this time, because we're at home working or studying, and it just it's now blending, and the line is very blurred. Differentiate work from like home by establishing a routine. So for me, my routine would be I wake up 6 a.m. I try to do my devotional, and then after that I try to catch up on some of my reading, and then I take my classes. After all of my like Google meetings are done, I take a break, I rest, I have a snack or something, I have dinner, shower, and then I study for the rest of the night. And if I finish early, I'll maybe watch another episode or another show. And that sort of cycle helps keep me feeling in control of my days. I guess like it helps me to be able to predict what I need to do, so I'm not always like surprised by all these things, you know what I mean? So establish routines, create like a rhythm for yourself that you can follow, so that it's easier to cope. I guess that would be it for all of the like serious tips and stuff. I am going to move on to some of the tips that are just, you know, fun and useless, and I just do them because I'm smart. The first one would be to try to fix yourself when you go on video calls. You know what? You shouldn't feel guilty for taking care of yourself. You owe it to yourself to present the best version of you out into the world, even into the virtual world space. Personally, I make sure to like look my best when I turn on that, you know, little camera, just because it's not for other people to notice me. I wanted to do it for myself. Like it boosts my confidence. It helps me to be more sure of myself, or it just gives me that extra like boost of energy that I need for my day. The second one would be, if you're like me and you hate being called on, I really hate when that happens. Like I really do not like being called to recite. That is why I would never be a lawyer. I would never go to law school. I just hate recitations. So what I do to avoid that is, you know how Google Meet only allows you to see like 16 maximum faces? What I do is I wait until like majority of the class is already in the call before I join. And my theory is that the early people, the ones who go into the call first, are almost always the ones that are on the screen. To avoid that, I go in late, so I'm never like there. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Stay well, stay safe, be responsible. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.